6 kinds of adverbs and where to place them in your sentences. Hello and welcome to English Speaking 360. My name is Josh and today we are talking about adverbs. Now let's play a game. Can you spot the adverbs in the following sentences? Give it a try. She ate the cake quickly. Where's the adverb? Ready? It is quickly. Quickly is an adverb of manner. He is sitting there. Can you spot the adverb? There is the adverb. It's an adverb of place. I have already been to Japan. The adverb is already. She sometimes calls me. Sometimes is the adverb. I almost missed my flight. Almost. And the last one, this is definitely my favorite YouTube channel, and I hope so. And you should know that the adverb is definitely. I'm going to give you more than 60 adverbs today that you will be able to use. And the most important is I will show you exactly where to put these adverbs in your sentences. Let's answer a very important question. What are adverbs? Adverbs add information to your sentence. They are not necessary. Adverbs tell us how, when, where, how often, or how much something happens. An adverb can modify a verb. She runs. She runs is a good sentence. You don't need anything else. But if you want to add information, you can say, she runs fast. Fast is an adverb. It gives information about how the running is taking place. An adverb can also modify an adjective. She is happy. She is very happy. Very tells us how happy she is. Adverbs can also modify other adverbs. You speak slowly. Slowly is an adverb, but you can add one more adverb. You speak too slowly. Too is an adverb. It tells us how slowly you speak. We are studying 6 types of adverbs today. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, of time, of frequency, of degree, and of certainty. I have selected these 6 types. There are more types than that, but I've selected these 6 types because I think they are super important and they're quite fun to deal with. Let's get started with adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner tell us how something happens. Here are common adverbs of manner: quickly, slowly, well, badly, easily, carefully, loudly, quietly, happily. She drives. She drives is a perfectly good sentence. You have a subject and a verb. You don't need anything else. But maybe you want to add information. She drives how? How does she drive? She drives slowly. Oh, now your sentence is even better because there is more information. So you added information about the verb drive. Here's another example. He works. Okay, he works, good sentence. How? How does he work? He works quickly or he works efficiently. Adverbs of manner usually end in ly, but not always, so be careful. Usually, we take an adjective and we add ly to make an adverb of manner. For example, slow. Slow is an adjective. If you add ly, it becomes slowly. Slowly is an adverb of manner. I'm going to give you more examples. Quick, quickly. Bad, badly. Easy, easily. You notice here the y changes for I. Careful, carefully. Loud, loudly. Quiet, quietly. But I said not always. There are some exceptions. She runs fast. So fast is modifying the verb runs, but we don't say fastly. She runs fastly doesn't work. So fast is both an adjective and an adverb. So in this case, it's an adverb because it modifies a verb. You study hard, not hardly. Be careful because hardly means almost not. You hardly study. That's why you get bad grades all the time. Hardly means not a lot. But here, you study hard. Hard is an adverb of manner. I arrived late, not lately. Lately has a different meaning. Lately also means recently. They played well. We don't say goodly. They played well. Now notice the position of adverbs of manner. The positioning is super important. It usually comes after the verb or after the object. Okay? She sings beautifully. She sings beautifully. Sings is your verb, so after the verb. You wouldn't say beautifully she sings or she beautifully sings. It's not so great. After the verb is the best positioning. He completed the project quickly. The project quickly. The project is the object of the sentence. He completed what? He completed the project. That's your object. And after the object, we put the adverb of manner quickly. But there is another possibility. He quickly completed the project. You can sometimes use this to emphasize speed. So if you put it before the verb, you are emphasizing the adverb of manner. Okay? So he quickly completed the project. Super fast. He did such a great job. Let's see if you understand. Now I'm going to give you 4 sentences and you have to decide which sentence is right and which one or which ones are wrong. Let's go with number 1. She well sings. Right or wrong? This one is bad. She sings well. It should be after the verb, right? Not before the verb. She sings well. He runs fastly. Wrong also because fast is an exception. He runs fast. Number 3, they worked hardly all day. Once again, this one is wrong because it is an exception. They worked hard all day. Number 4, she spoke to me politely. Think about it. This one is right because it goes after the object. She spoke to whom? She spoke to me politely. You could also say, she spoke politely to me. That's also a valid answer. Adverbs of place. They tell us where something happens. Common adverbs of place: here, there, everywhere, nowhere, somewhere, inside, outside, nearby, far, away, up, and down. Here's an example. She looked for her phone. That's a good sentence. She looked for her phone. But if you want to add information, you could ask where. She looked for her phone where? She looked for her phone everywhere. That's an adverb of place. It's cold. Let's go. Let's go where? Let's go inside. Inside is an adverb of place. Now the position. Notice the position all the time. After the verb or after the object. So adverbs of place are very similar to adverbs of manner. They use the same rule for the positioning. After the verb, let's go where? Let's go inside after the verb. After the object, she looked for her phone everywhere. She looked for what? Her phone is the object of the sentence. She looked for her phone everywhere. Let's see if you understand. Right or wrong? Once again, I give you 4 sentences. Number 1, I parked nearby my car. Think about it. This one is wrong. It should be I parked my car nearby after the object. I parked what? My car after the object, so nearby is at the end. I saw someone outside. This one is right. After the object. I saw whom? I saw someone. After the object, perfect placement. Number 3. Everywhere I looked for my keys. Doesn't work at all because it should be after the object. I looked for what? For my keys. Where? Everywhere. I looked for my keys everywhere. Number 4. She lives far from here. This one is right because it should be after the main verb. Number 3. Adverbs of time. They tell us when something happens. A few common adverbs of time: today, tomorrow, now, then, soon, later, early, late, recently, yet, already, and still. The train will arrive. Once again, that's a great sentence. The train will arrive. It's okay. But you can add adverbs of time to give more information. The train will arrive when? The train will arrive soon. Excellent sentence. I will call you. Great. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I will call you when? I will call you tomorrow. Notice the position. It's at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Adverbs of time follow a different pattern from the ones that we have already seen. The train will arrive soon at the end of the sentence. I will call you tomorrow at the end. But you could also say, soon the train will arrive, or tomorrow I will call you. If you put them at the beginning of the sentence, you are emphasizing the adverb of time. Be careful, however, because already and still follow a different rule. Before the main verb or after the verb be. Here's an example. I have already booked my ticket. I have already booked my ticket. You see it? Booked is the main verb. Already goes before the main verb. But maybe you say, oh teacher, have booked is one verb together. You are right. It is present perfect. But have is an auxiliary verb. So it doesn't go before the auxiliary verb, it goes before the main verb. He is still at the office after the verb to be. This one is more difficult, so we need to practice. Here are your 4 sentences. Today I got a call from my mom. Right or wrong? It's right. You can put it at the beginning, like I said, to emphasize that today I got a call from my mom. He already has left for work. Think about it carefully. Already and still follow different rules. This one is wrong. It should be before the main verb. He has already left for work is a valid sentence. Number 3, I am waiting for you still. Wrong again. I am still waiting for you. Number 4, she hasn't finished lunch yet. She has not finished lunch yet. That's right, because it goes at the end of the sentence. Adverbs of frequency. They tell us how often something happens. Here are some common adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, often, frequently, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, rarely, hardly ever, and never. Here's an example. I drink coffee in the morning. Excellent sentence. But how often do you drink coffee in the morning? I always drink coffee in the morning. Always is an adverb of frequency, and it makes your sentence much richer. There is more information in your sentence, so you should definitely use adverbs of frequency. Another example. The weather is cold here. How often is it cold here? I don't think it's cold very often. The weather is rarely cold here. Now notice the position. Before the main verb, I always drink coffee. Before drink, or after the verb to be. The weather is rarely cold here. Now, here's something you should know. Usually, often, frequently, sometimes, and occasionally, they can be used at the beginning of the sentence for emphasis. For example, sometimes I exercise. Sometimes, not very often. Sometimes I exercise. The regular position is I sometimes exercise. Now, there is no stress on sometimes, but if you put it at the beginning of the sentence, you are emphasizing that it's just sometimes I exercise. Usually, she wakes up at 7 a.m., but the regular position is she usually wakes up at 7 a.m. But here, you want to emphasize usually. But today, she woke up late. One more thing you should know. Always is an exception. Always does not go at the beginning of the sentence. You cannot say, always I exercise. Always she wakes up at 7 a.m. That does not work. So always just follows the main rule. I always exercise. She always wakes up at 7 a.m. There's one more thing. I know this is not easy. Never, seldom, rarely, and hardly ever. These can be positioned before the main verb or after be, but they can also be put at the beginning for emphasis. However, they require an inversion. You're like, what? What's an inversion? Here's an example. Never have I seen such pretty eyes. Ooh, hello, baby. Never have I. We don't say never I have seen such pretty eyes. So that is an inversion. Here's another example. Rarely does he make mistakes in his reports. Rarely does he. Not rarely he does make mistakes. That doesn't work. You need to have an inversion if you use never, seldom, rarely, and hardly ever. Test yourself, right or wrong. Number 1, I go always to the gym on Mondays. Ready? This one is wrong. Always should go before the main verb. So I always go to the gym on Mondays. Number 2, she never is late for work. Think about this one. It's wrong also, but why is it wrong? Because never should go after the verb to be. She is never late for work. Number 3, they hardly ever eat fast food. That is a perfect sentence. Number 4, he has often gone on trips abroad. He has often gone on trips abroad. This is also right because it goes before the main verb. Gone is your main verb here. Has is only an auxiliary verb. Adverbs of degree, number 5. They tell us at what intensity, how much or how strongly something happens. Here are some common adverbs of degree. Absolutely, totally, completely, extremely, very, to, quite, fairly, almost, nearly, just, enough. Here's an example. Skydiving is dangerous. But how dangerous is skydiving? Skydiving is extremely dangerous. A much better sentence. But remember, you can remove the adverb and your sentence is good. Skydiving is dangerous. But skydiving is extremely dangerous is a much better sentence. He missed his flight. But how much did he miss his flight? He nearly missed his flight. He actually caught his flight, but he nearly missed it. Notice the position. Before adjectives or adverbs. So extremely is placed before dangerous. Extremely is modifying the adjective dangerous. It goes right before the adjective that it modifies. The second one, he nearly missed his flight before the main verb. Missed is the main verb, so he nearly missed his flight. Be careful here because enough is a little bit strange. The position of enough is after adjectives and adverbs, not before. It goes after, but only for enough. For example, this sweater isn't warm enough for winter. It is not warm enough after the adjective warm. You cannot say this sweater isn't enough warm for winter. It doesn't work. You didn't study hard enough. Hard in this case is an adverb, but enough goes after the adverb hard. You're doing well. Keep it up. 4 sentences for you to judge. Number 1, she forgot completely my birthday. Right or wrong? This one is wrong. Why is it wrong? Because it should go before the verb. The verb is forgot. She completely forgot my birthday is a good sentence. Number 2, this book is just amazing. What do you think? Ping pong, this one is right. Number 3, this cake is enough sweet. Be careful, I told you that enough follows a different rule. It's wrong. Why is it wrong? Because enough comes after adjectives. This cake is sweet enough. Number 4, the weather is quite warm today. Quite warm. Warm is an adjective, quite comes before. That is right. Number 6, adverbs of certainty. They tell us how sure we are of something happening. For example, definitely, certainly, undoubtedly, surely, probably, possibly, perhaps, maybe. Here's an example. You need to watch this video again. I think so, actually. There is a lot of information in this video, so you need to watch this video again. But how sure am I that you need to watch this video again? You probably need to watch this video again. 70%, you probably need to watch this video again. She was surprised by the news. But how sure are you that she was surprised? She was definitely surprised by the news. Notice the position. Before the main verb, you probably need, and after the verb to be, she was definitely surprised. Here's something important. Like we said, these adverbs of certainty come before the main verb or after the verb be. That's okay. You will definitely like that movie. Will here is an auxiliary verb. You will like that movie. Like is your main verb, so it goes before the main verb. So that is right. It's a good sentence. However, be careful. It can also come before a negative auxiliary. Take a look at this example. You definitely won't like that movie. In this case, it goes before the negative auxiliary. It doesn't go between the auxiliary and the verb. It goes before the negative auxiliary. One more thing. Perhaps and maybe are usually used at the beginning of a sentence, not like the other ones. Maybe he made a mistake. If you see a man with a bouquet of flowers like this, you're like, he must have screwed up big time. So maybe he made a mistake. Perhaps she missed the bus. So if you see someone hitchhiking, perhaps she missed the bus. Hang in there, almost done. 4 sentences. Let's go. Number 1. He definitely won't be at the meeting. He definitely won't be at the meeting is right. But why? Because it comes before a negative auxiliary. She will certainly succeed. That's also right because it comes before the main verb succeed. Number 3. I will call you probably later. Think about it. probably shouldn't go there. This sentence is wrong. What would you say? You would put it before the main verb. The main verb is call. I will probably call you later. Number 4, he has maybe had an accident. That one is wrong, totally wrong, because maybe comes at the beginning of the sentence. Maybe he has had an accident. Here's the final summary with everything that we have studied today. So let's go once again with adverbs of manner. Quickly, slowly, badly, carefully, well, fast. It comes after the main verb, she runs quickly, or after the object. He speaks English fluently. Adverbs of place. Here, there, nearby, everywhere, outside. Once again, after the main verb, she looked everywhere. Or after the object, he put the book there. So, adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, both have the same typical placement. Adverbs of time. Today, now, soon, later, yesterday, tomorrow. At the end of a sentence, she left yesterday, or at the beginning for emphasis. Tomorrow we will go. Adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. Before the main verb, watch out, before, she often visits her grandma. Or after be verbs, he is always late. Adverbs of degree. Very, too, quite, almost, extremely, enough. Before adjectives or adverbs, she is very tired. Or before the main verb, I almost missed the train. Adverbs of certainty. Definitely, certainly, probably, perhaps, and maybe. Before the main verb, she certainly knows the truth. After be verbs, he is probably right. Or before a negative auxiliary, watch out with this one, it's a challenging rule. She definitely isn't coming. Great job, guys! Hey, you've studied well today. If you want to get more activities or more practice on this, visit my website, EnglishSpeaking360.com. And if you want to learn more useful English, click on my videos on the right-hand side. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.